Magandang Sabado po ng umaga sa ating lahat at ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa ating Panginoon at nagising po tayong muli sa isang umagang puno ng pag-asa. At dalangin ko po na sa umagang ito ay tayong lahat ay nasa malusog na pangangatawan at pag-iisip. Welcome po muli sa 11:43 DZMR para po sa programang Usapang Pangkalusugan. Ako po muli si Dr. Jennifer Gatiwan C., your program host at kasama pa din ng Philippine Pediatric Society Northeastern Luzon Chapter. Samahan niyo po ako sa loob ng kalahating oras at pag-usapan natin ang isang napapanahong usapin. Ito pong buwan po ng Mayo is Road Safety Month sa ating bansa at ito po ay napapanahon dahil ginagawa po to raise awareness, magbigay ng kaalaman, promote responsible road behavior, and advocate for the prevention of road crashes. Ayaw natin ng mga may aksidente sa daan. At ang tema po ng Road Safety Month ngayong taon is Safety First on the Road para sa Healthy Pilipinas. At ito po ay nasasabay sa Global Road Safety Week na ginaganap tuwing third week of May sa buong mundo. So this year's observance, nag-umpisa po ito sa isang trahedya na alam po natin ay nakita ng buong bansa dahil po noong May 1, isa pong multiple vehicle collision ang nangyari sa NLEX, no? Toll booth in Tarlac na kung saan may namatay na 10 katao, kasama na po doon ng 4 na kabataan at may mga nasugatan po na humigit kumulang 37 na katao. The crash was caused, anong dahilan? Isa pong bus na kung saan ang driver daw ay medyo nakatulog at nagtuloy-tuloy siyang nabangga itong mga sasakyan. And the tragic incident once again brought to the fore the many factors that can lead to such accidents. Tulad ng poor vehicle maintenance, yung mga driver overwork, fatigue, at because of that, it caused reckless driving and inadequate enforcement. Unfortunately, hindi po isolated yung mga ganitong pangyayari, no? Actually, pa-worse pa nga po ng pa-worse, pasama ng pasama. A few days later, May 4, another incident occurred, this time naman po sa NAIA Terminal 1. Okay, so linggo po to ng umaga na kung saan ay paparon ang mga tao at meron naman pong another accident in which 2 people died, yung 4 na injure. So doon sa 2 namatay, isang batang babae na inihahatid lang niyang kanyang ama ng OFW and another 28-year-old male passenger. So ang nangyari naman po ay yung driver naapakan niya yung gasolina instead of brake. Ayan. So another viral incident naman, few months before, this time nung March, yung po dito sa ating probinsya, no, na kung saan nag-collapse yung bagong-bagong tulay, yung Santa Maria Cabagan Bridge na inaugurate lang for February this year. Ang mabuti, walang namatay, but 6 persons, another including a child, no, isang bata na naman, ang dinala sa hospital for medical treatment. At eto nga pong last na i-share ko is wala namang aksidente, pero isang video ito na kumalat at ito pong video ay ito po yung insidente na naganap po sa Zambales na kung saan dun sa video kumalat ay isang babaeng motorcycle vlogger or motovlogger at kasama niya yung mga crew niya na kung saan sila mismo yung kumukuha ng video. At ang nangyari po ay habang sila ay nandun sa daan, ay may nakasabayan silang pick-up truck na medyo nagsuswerve yung lanes kasi bako-bako yung daan. So hindi niya mapatakbo ng diretso. And dun sa nung pag-swerve niya, actually yung female rider ay inovertaken niya etong sasakyan. Nung sa puntong nag-overtake siya, medyo nag-swerve nga at muntik siyang tamaan. At nung dahil doon, nagalit siya at meron siyang isang ginawang action may siyang ginawang action na kung saan ay hindi nagustuhan ng driver ng truck. Tapos nagpang-abot sila at nagkaroon nga po ng medyo sagutan. At this video was posted online at nagkaroon nga po ng issue with the LTO. So these incidents occurring in major highways, ito po yung hindi magandang katotohanan na ang ating daan ay pwede pa rin nating masabing unsafe, okay? Dangerous dito sa ating bansa. Sa madaming kadahilanan, pwedeng mechanical failure, human error, kakulangan sa pag-enforce ng rules, pero the cause is the same. May mga namamatay, families broken, and of course, the community, our nation is grieving. So this year's road safety campaign led by the Department of Transportation and the Land Transportation Office, ang tema nga po is Drive to Protect, Safe Streets, Safe Children. Yun. So, this is in partnership with our LGUs and stakeholders. So, its vital target is considering na alam niyo po ba na sa buong mundo there are around 1.3 million people daw na namamatay annually in road crash. At road accident, ito daw ang leading cause of death among children and young adults. Masaklap, okay? So parang technically parang epidemic din siya. Okay? So may mga plano, may mga programa, pero kung hindi naman na isa sa katuparan, this won't save lives. So in order to achieve real change, we must build a culture of road safety, no? Rooted in 3 E's na tinatawag nila. Ito po yung engineering, education, and enforcement. So, umpisan po natin sa education na kung saan ang bawat mamamayang Pilipino ay dapat matuto. No? Education means sustained public information campaigns, compulsory driver training sa pagkuha ng lisensya, kailangan dadaan ka sa training, and road safety integration in schools dahil nga po kadalasan kabataan ang naaaksidente. So here are some road safety public information campaigns. Number 1 is follow traffic rules. Kailangan sumunod tayo sa mga laws and regulations ng traffic rules. Ano ba yung mga basic rules na dapat nating malaman? Number 1, speed limits. Okay, meron tayong kumisa tinatawag 60 kilometers per hour. Ang ibig sabihin, yung bilis mo hindi lalampas sa ganun number 60. 'Di ba? Meron tayong speedometer. O kung minsan pag nasa bayan, 20 to 30 kilometers per hour. Yan. Observe traffic signals and signs and obey all of them. Pag sinabing stop, stop. Kahit na wala kang nakikitang kasalubong. Okay? Alamin mo yung mga ibig sabihin ng mga signs na yon. Okay? Meron din tayong tinatawag na right of way. Understand and respect right of way rules. Lalong-lalo na sa intersection. Kung sino yung nasa kanan mo, siya yung mauna. Kunya, nagsabay kayo sa intersection. Kung sino yung nasa kanan, actually siya yung unang mag-cross. Yan. Okay, following distance. Maintain a safe following distance. Hindi yung nakatutok ka sa puwet nung sasakyan ng harapan mo. Okay? Paano mo malalaman? Meron tayong tinatawag na 2-second rule. Okay? So, yung parang bago mo maarating yon, may mga 2 seconds. Because those 2 seconds is crucial. No? Pag biglang preno ay, ayan, pwede kang makadisgrasya. Yung pag lane usage, tayo sa ating bansa, no? Ang lane na ginagamit natin yun bandang kanan. Okay? May mga bansa kasi like left, depende yan sa rules nila. So stay in your designated lane unless you are overtaking, turning, or in an emergency. Yun yung mga rules. May mga iba pang rules like signaling, kung ikaw ay kakanan, kakaliwa, mag-change lanes, mag-signal ka. Okay? So, yielding. Kailan tayo mag-yield? O kailan tayo mag-give way? Yun ang ibig nga sabihin. Always yield to pedestrians. Yung may mga tawiran, magpreno tayo doon. Yung pag may nakita kang mga stripes, ibig sabihin, silang may right of way muna doon. Yield to emergency vehicles and other vehicles that have the right of way. Mga fire truck, ayan. Ano yung mga safety gear na dapat nating isuot? Seat belts. Yan, very important yan. Sa mga motorista, helmet. Yan, very important yan. This is for your safety. General etiquette. Yan. Yung parang dun para wala tayong tinatawag na road rage, no? Drive considerately. Be aware of other road users. Bawal yung king of the road or hari ng daan. Okay? And avoid actions that could obstruct or endanger others. Yun. And avoid distractions. Kung ikaw ay nagda-drive, huwag kang nagmo-mobile phones, ay maraming guilty dito. Okay? O yung kumakain ng fast food. So, yung no multitasking. And be aware of the road conditions. Lalo na kunyari gabi, madulas yung daan, umuulan. Ayan. O lubak-lubak, ika nga. Para maging mas maingat. And use lights properly. Yung mga gumagamit ng headlight na nakakasilaw. No? So, use it properly. Okay? Make sure na gumagana itong mga ito. Okay? At other rules, yung mga tinatawag nating don't drink and drive. Dahil pag ikaw ay nakainom o ikaw ay uminom din ng gamot na alam mo nakakaantok, huwag ka na ring mag-drive. Stay alert. Yon. And prepare before you leave. Kung biyabiyahe, check your vehicle, no? Double check kung ito ay nakakondisyon. At sa iyong sasakyan, dapat lagi kang may emergency kit. So these are the basic things that we should be educated bilang responsible traveler, responsible driver. Now, another responsibility are those for the road engineers. So the other E is engineering. Engineering requires safe road design, proper signage, lighting, and well-maintained infrastructure. So responsibility po ito ng ating road engineers. Ang road engineering ng ating bansa has a mixed rating. Kung i-grade daw, mix. No? Dahil yung mga major roads and highways, generally, well-maintained, sementado, pero pagdating sa probinsya, madami pa rin may bako-bako or in poor condition because of weak urban planning and inadequate maintenance by the LGUs. Diba? Parang sungka-sungka pa rin yung daan. O yung iba nga talagang hindi pa sementado. Ang isang nagpapahirap pa sa ating bansa is yung topography and geography ng ating bansa. No? Dahil we are basically an archipelago. Ayan, so mabundok. Yan yung nagiging challenge, no? Mabundok na and may mga lugar pa na flood-prone area. So yan yung talagang high maintenance road. So ano yung mga strength natin? Okay? So yung strength nga daw natin is our national and major roads are particularly well paved naman. Okay? Yung Philippines may mga innovation na rin tayong ginagawa sa ating mga unique terrain. Okay, so continuous ang mga project na yan. At may mga minomonitor din naman nila yung conditions. May mga investments na din sa infrastructures sa mga ganito. Pero still a long way to go. Okay, so marami pang, malayo nang narating pero malayo pa ang biyabiyahin. Dahil kailangan pa nating talagang bigyan ng improvement. At sana nga po ay hindi na ibubulsa yung mga pondo for this road project. So we have to be really discipline, may accountability as ika nga, yung nangyari nga dun sa tulay, di ba? So kaka-inaugurate ay hindi pa man talaga tumatagal ay bumaksak na. So while the Philippines has made strides in developing its road infrastructure, ay kailangan pa ring ma-address yung mga ibang bagay, lalo na sa rural areas. Okay? Now, let's go to the third E, which is enforcement. Yung nagpapatupad ng mga rules. Okay? So, this involves strict implementation of traffic laws. At kung may mga violators, you will hold them accountable and ensuring that unfit vehicles and drivers are taken off the road. Hindi sila dapat nasa daan. So this is primarily managed by the Land Transportation Office or the LTO. And they enforce the rules in various measures like strict licensing and vehicle inspection. And of course, traffic law enforcement. And so may mga traffic laws naman tayo, inexistent naman dito sa ating bansa. Ang problema lang is they need to be implemented more consistently and effectively. Yan. Hindi naman daw po tayo nagkukulang sa batas. Kulang lang sa implementasyon. Kailangan ma-implement para yung mga violators, yung mga nag-overspeed, mga drunk driver, yung mga hindi nagsusuot ng mga seatbelt, ay kailangan talagang ma-call to attention. So we just have to strengthen this the laws. So the 3 E's are technically hindi sila bagong idea. They have been there for decades by safety advocates, engineers, and legislators. So yung implementation lang talagang kulang na kulang at accountability is often elusive. Napapanood din po natin na kung minsan kung sino pa yung gumawa o sino pa yung mga lawmakers natin, nahuhuli din sila at sana is they are also held properly accountable. So road safety is a shared responsibility. Yung tayong mga motorista, we must drive with discipline. Yung mga pedestrians must be vigilant and law-abiding. Huwag yung nag-jaywalking, no? May tamang tawiran. Yun namang may mga pag-aari ng mga bus, mga fleet owners, you must prioritize vehicle maintenance and even your drivers, no, that they are in good condition. And government agencies must fulfill their mandates with consistency and integrity, ika nga, na yung talagang tamang timpla ng daan ay talagang tumatagal yung kakayahan ng daan. So in conclusion, travel is definitely one of the most valuable gift from God. It opens our eyes so we can see things in a whole new light. It brings together diverse people who can impact your life. And travel also allows us to access unique experiences na hindi natin nakikita sa bahay natin. Like if we want to go to the beach or if we want to go to the mountains, of course, we have to travel. And everyone should experience the joys of travel because this is an enriching experience. So, everything else that we do bago tayo bumiyahe, ang importante daw is we seek God's favor and protection during travel. Ito yung unang-una nating dapat gawin. We must acknowledge that God is in control and that even seemingly simple things like travel, kahit na sa kabilang bayan lang, or kahit nasa kabilang kanto, maglalakad ka lang, tatawid, you could say a prayer and ask His traveling mercies and guidance. So as we come and go, say a prayer for protection from harm, from danger, and other difficulties that could arise during travel, and request that God will bless our journey with positive outcomes, na maging smooth, na maging maganda rin yung weather, at maging meaningful yung experience natin. This This will remind us that God is always present with us, even on the road. Because life is a journey, ika nga. So, itong buwan ng Mayo, Road Safety Month, let this month be more than symbolic. Let it be a turning point. The loss of lives should not be mourned. It should move us to action. And that's it po for today sa ating programang Usapang Pangkalusugan. Nawa po sa sandaling panahon ay may naibigay po tayong linaw at mahalagang impormasyon tungkol sa ating paksa sa araw na to. Aking dalangin ay mamuhay po tayo ng malusog sa ating katawan at sa ating kaisipan. So abangan niyo po muli ako sa susunod na Sabado para po sa ating programang Usapang Pangkalusugan dito lamang po sa 1143 DZMR, a proud member of KBP. Ating tandaan, ang ating kalusugan ay kayamanang di mapapantayan. Happy weekend po sa ating lahat!